The second scenario I'd like to talk through is an ERP consolidation scenario. And this can have two flavors. It can either be a global consolidation where you've got 3 instances of PeopleSoft, Asia Pac, North America, EMEA, and you need to consolidate into a single global instance. Or it could be, I've got, within the same region or across regions, I've got PeopleSoft for HR, I've got EBS for financials, I've got SAP for manufacturing. I'm going to standardize on EBS for PeopleSoft. And so both of those scenarios, which is an ERP consolidation scenario, you typically see the following. You often see that even if you have the same ERP tool, if it's a regional issue, different BI tools. Certainly, if there are different ERP tools in themselves, you see different BI tools. You may see in PeopleSoft a lot of Envision or PS Query usage, and within EBS you may see BI Publisher or XML Publisher, and so on. And so then most ERP teams say, well, we're consolidating the ERP. It really doesn't make sense. I mean, it absolutely makes sense to consolidate BI at the same time. So it's kind of, what we see is it's almost a no-brainer kind of a decision because it makes sense. Why would you consolidate one? Why would you consolidate the input of the data and not the output side, right? In fact, it's almost a difficult decision to justify why you wouldn't consolidate BI tools at that time. But nonetheless, the accountants are going to want to know, give me the benefits, give me the cost. So let's talk about that. Reduce cost. Certainly, maintaining multiple BI tools is much more expensive than standardizing on a single one. Secondly, you would also want to implement BI best practices to reduce costs. So the costs can be multiple. It'll be software maintenance costs, training costs, upgrade costs. We have a laundry list of the different types of costs that you incur when you've got multiple BI tools. But typically the driver here is not cost, but often we see its benefits. So why am I consolidating the ERP instance? Because I want to have a single way of doing my business processes. And number two, I want a single view of my data. And so if that's my goal, then I certainly need a single BI tool to do that. Also, you're going through the pain of retraining your ERP users on a single ERP tool and to give them a consistent user experience, and they're certainly going to be expecting that on the BI side as well. So certainly you're going to have change management and training to take people off of their existing BI tools for other ERP systems, but at the end of the day, it's typically a relatively small part of the overall change management effort. And the last and most critical thing is consolidated view of data. I want to see a consolidated P&L. I want to connect the dots. So if I have HR in PeopleSoft and financials in EBS, guess what? One of the key metrics is I want to know my revenue per employee. Guess what? Revenues in financials, my headcounts in HR. The only way I can connect the dots is to have a single BI tool instead of two sets of reports, one that gives me revenue, another one that gives me headcount, and now my users have to do the division. It seems trivial. They can, of course, do the division, but at the end of the day, if you want to see a trend line, that gets pretty painful. An example, going from 26, we're seeing one company where they're going from 26 ERP instances, CRMS, to EBS 12.1. It's a 2-year project in 3 waves, North America first, then Europe, and then Asia Pac. And we started the BI project about halfway through the ERP project as the ERP project got stabilized and the data model got stabilized and so on. And we are aligning with the ERP project timelines. So, and what are the benefits? They're going to get a new product profitability capability that they never had before. So certainly, again, it's table stakes that you have to bring forward the existing capabilities, but the ERP team said, look, if you want us to do a product profitability report that spans 3 ERP modules, it really can't be done. The only way you're going to be able to do it is to do it through your data warehouse. And this customer chose to buy every single one of Oracle's pre-built applications to do this as part of their ERP reporting, because they also, from a cost-benefit perspective, what we typically see customers doing is they're saying, I've got enough effort, risk, cost on my ERP consolidation. I certainly don't want to do that by trying to build a custom data warehouse at the same time. I'm going to buy Oracle's pre-built applications to de-risk my project, my ERP project, as well as lower my overall cost. Okay? And lastly, they're also not only the new product profitability reporting, but also they're able to, over time, it'll take until we get through all 3 waves, eliminate their legacy BI systems, which had a very high total cost of ownership.